This was on the way of becoming my favorite movie of the year. And we'll talk about why didn't that happen. But still, this film is far superior than Tufan, you bugger. Hello guys, I'm Nona Points and today we're talking about the latest Tamil film Sarapatta Parambarai, which recently released on Amazon Prime, written and directed by Pa Ranjit, co-written by Tamiz Prabha, with a wonderful ensemble cast leading with Arya, Pasupati, Dushara Vijayan, Kalayya Rasan and many more. As always, watch the film on Discord with other viewers of the channel, so if you want to join us in the future, link in the description, come join the community. Man, Tamil cinema finally gave us a great commercial boxing film. It's easily one of the best. The screenplay is so good. The whole build-up is so organic, you feel pumped up. Throughout the film, you're supporting our protagonist. You're rooting for him. Because you are not just invested in the character, but also the world built around. The design of this whole world, so stylistic. We are back in this era of the 70s. Such amazing and unique characters. And it all feels so Indian, so desi. Of course, the story arc is very cliche. It's almost same in all sports drama. But in this movie, it is so well done. The female characters, so well written, so unique. They stand on their own. And at so many moments, the film is so hilarious. Now, I absolutely enjoyed the first half and even the starting of the second half. But from there, the film did dip for me. I felt the pacing was dropped and the story was struggling. And that continued till the end of the film. And we'll be talking more about it later. Now, it's time to go into the spoilers. So if you haven't watched the film, pause this video, go watch it on Amazon Prime and come back. Also, if you're finding value in this video, hit the like button so the video reaches to more people. Consider subscribing and the bell icon to get notifications. Also, the channel membership is live. You can become a member and support the channel. There are a lot of movie reviews and videos available early for members. To know more, click on the join button. First, I want to get into some underlining themes. First of all, the film is taking place around the emergency period, which plays a part in the plot also. And I saw some people were complaining about that thing, but I don't think that. There were plenty of clues in the dialogues throughout the film about the emergency. So we knew what is happening around the country and in the state, and how that affects the life of these characters. Now, the film was also depicting caste and class issues. In the subtext, it was very subtle. At no point was directly stated, and I like that fact. It's always like our community, our clan, or these people or that people. Now, there were a lot of symbolism and references. You could see Buddha statue a lot of times in the film, then picture of B.R. Ambedkar on walls, and the camera was emphasizing on it. Now, I'm not a person who watches a lot of boxing or know about a lot of famous boxers. Even like Muhammad Ali, I don't know much about him. So definitely I must have missed out a lot of things which are references to those people or those real stories. If you know anything like that, do let me know in the comments. Now, technical wise, it was amazing, man. The way it was shot, the aspect ratio was very different. Maybe it was always like that, or maybe because it was coming on Amazon, they changed it a bit. All the frames had that sepia tone to it. All the hairstyles, costumes, set designs, everything was fabulously done. Now, definitely this film is not trying to be like ultra realistic. It is a very stylized approach, stylized treatment, and it definitely works for me throughout the film. Now, all the boxing feels did feel raw. Maybe that was intended, but I noticed one thing, that the focus was not really on the boxing but on showing the environment of this place. Every time there was punching, we cut to the crowd, we cut to reaction faces. It was more about building up that tension, knowing what's happening, living in that environment instead of just focusing on the punches. And I like that execution. Now, just a week before Tufan came out, and it's impossible not to compare these two films. And this film helps you understand why Tufan doesn't work. Both stories are very similar, Most sports drama followed these story beats. There's a talented guy, he gets into the sports, he scores big, he hits a setback, he goes down. And from there, his redemption arc begins and he comes back on top again. You see the same story beat in so many movies. And that's the same for both these films. But still, this film is so engaging and so enjoyable, whereas Tufan is just mediocre and meh. And that's because, Tufan is such a surface level film. It is so disconnected. You don't really feel it belongs to that place. He's a goon and then he gets into boxing. But we never explore his goon world. He just says, oh, from today I'll not be a goon, and he just leaves. That's it. That's done. It never comes back. And that is such unrealistic. It feels like you can just pick this story and put it anywhere around the country. It doesn't change anything, It has no relation to being in Mumbai. You have the same story beats, but the screenplay is so boring. It is so weak. It is so cliched. Whereas the screenplay in this film is so well done. The build-up is so natural. You follow this character. You see what's happening around this place. He wants to fight, but his mother is not allowing him and he cannot. And after so long, when finally he's like, no, I'll fight. And we're like, oh my god, what will happen now? We are so excited. And then when he's winning, we are rooting for it. I was literally, shouting yes and, punching the wall. Yeah, come on. And I am someone who doesn't really do that a lot. And even I was surprised, like, what am I doing? What is happening to me? What is this film doing to me? And it was such an amazing feeling. It felt like I'm watching a real boxing match and I'm supporting him. Come on, you have to win. Every match in this film has stakes to it, unlike Tufan. Every match is so important and crafted so well to be a big point in the plot. He needs to save the pride of the clan, so he needs to fight that big guy. But before that, he has to find someone from his own clan to prove his merit. Then winning that also, before he could fight the main guy, he needs to fight another guy from that clan to prove his merit again. And that also he does. You see this constant build up to the main fight. And then the main fight happens and it ends tragically. And with the characters, you are also disheartened. You see this engagement we have. We feel like we are part of this crowd. We are supporting for him. And the story is so rooted in Tamil Nadu in that place. With this clan wars going, the pride is so high, this whole boxing culture here, and how it connects to the history of that place. Britishers brought it in for entertainment, and how that the people only defeated British, and they incorporated that culture. It is a cliche story overall, but uniquely so Indian and rooted, something we haven't never seen before. Now coming to the characters, man, oh my god, each and every one was amazing, and everyone acted so well. This was my first film of Arya, and I think he was so good. His whole look throughout the film, the transformations were good, great, but even when he gets heavy, when he has that bulge coming out, his hairstyle changes, he's drinking, all of that is so well portrayed. I believe in this character. The coach Rangan, played by Pasupati, so prideful, so strong, such a wise guy, but still has some anger issues. No character in the film feels one tone. It's just there to pull the plot ahead. No, each character has their own story, they have their own fights, and even the characters who are antagonists in this plot. Vembuli, played by John Kokan. Yeah, he was this tough guy, he was the opponent, but he was not just a plain bad guy. He was also fighting for something. He was fighting for himself, for the pride of his own clan. He does do cheating, but then he's not happy with it himself. When people are calling him a liar, a cheater, it hits him personally, and he wants to fight back. He wants to win that validation of people that he's not a cheater, he can do it. Man, John Vijay's daddy, oh my god, what a bugger. You have to do this, bugger. Man, the way, and they were like, him and his wife were talking in English, and it was, it didn't feel wrong, it didn't feel out of nowhere, and it worked so well. I was so amazed. Why is it working? And he was such a good character. His dialogues were so amazing, and I think Bugger is gonna, live long. Shabir Kalarakal as Dancing Rose. Oh my god, what the character, man. We need a spin-off. I think everyone's saying that. We need a spin-off story just about him. And again, we see him as a boxer. Great. But we also see his morals and beliefs. When Vembuli cheats, he calls him out that you cheated. This is not a victory for you. And later at the end, when he loses, he tells him you didn't lose, you win, because you didn't cheat. And that adds so much to that character. And the list doesn't end, man. There's so many good, well-written characters throughout. Coming to the female characters, oh my god. It's not just that, the main guy's mother or his wife are strong characters because, they are the protagonist. No. Even the coach's daughter-in-law, she's so vocal. She's always defending her husband, taking a stand. The female characters are not just collateral damage in this film, They are strong characters and they take the stand in the story. The mother, played by Anupama Kumar, takes a stand throughout the film. And at the end, she only makes Kabilan go boxing. Dushara Vijayan played the wife. She also taking a stand. She's sad that Kabilan is not giving her time, and she makes a point to prove it to him. And when things are not going great, she's taking care of him. She's sticking around for him and helping him. And she has a big hand to play in Kabilan's life. So many great things about the film, but still, there were some issues, and most of them were in the second half. And in the second half also, it's the moments after that whole montage when he has become a goon now, he drinks a lot and all of that. The montage was really quick and felt little rushed, but I was okay with it. But after that, the film started to drag a bit. It was doing too much here and there. Now will he fight, will he not fight, and the whole build up to bring him back and the whole redemption arc, I think it took a really long time. It could have been faster. And even the moment he understands his mistake and takes up that he will come back, they are not really shining moments. They are not moments you'll remember forever. You don't feel that punch in the gut, yes, now you have to go and become a boxer again. Now the whole training montage again is well done. And finally, the music I loved in the trailer comes in the movie, and by Santosh Narayanan. What else can you expect from him? But I was really not happy that the music came just for so short time. I wanted more of that music throughout the film. Now one of the biggest issue I had was in the later half, when he's training, and this new coach who's training him on the beach, he's telling him it's not about winning, winning or losing. It's about fighting. You have to do it for yourself now and all of that. And again, just the day before the match, when he's in the boat with his wife, and she's also telling him, what does it matter you lose or win? At least you are doing it. Forget the clan, forget the community, do it for yourself. And I'm like, they are putting this out there, these dialogues. You have to fight for yourself. It's your own battle now. It's not about defeating other people. It's about, proving yourself. But then by the end of the film, it never comes out. By the end of the film, he's fighting in the ring, and then he's almost gonna lose, and then the coach comes out, then the whole community is, rooting for him, and then he's back, and then he's punching, and then he wins, and he's celebrating. That's it, and it ends there. And I'm like, why did you set up that whole self journey and everything? I get it. Oh, he defeated, so he proved himself, everything, but I wanted more emphasis on that. This reminds me of Sultan. Not a great film, I'm not comparing it, but in Sultan, the film sets up that it's his own battle and all of that. And even at the end of the film, when he's fighting other opponents, it never becomes about other opponents. At the end of the film, in the climax, he sees his younger self, emphasizing that it's his own battle. He's defeating himself. That's what this victory is about. But here, that never happens. Maybe because the opponent was also fleshed out throughout the story, but I wish there were some internal moments in the last fight which were missing for me. And also that scene just before the match at the end, their goons attacking him and all of that, I think that was so unnecessary. You didn't need that. That was not needed. Maybe you could have added more depth to the character who was trying to attack him and stop him, because he was staying the Raman guy, pushing him ahead, but that didn't work out. And at the end, Raman comes to the ring and hugs Kabilan, and he appreciates it. Maybe instead of that, attacking him before the match, instead of that, Raman is telling him, stop it. If he's good, he'll win. If he's not, he'll lose. Stop, interfering now. It's hard to digest that, just Raman telling him and he'll not do it. I understand that fact, but that would have been more mature way of dealing this, and I've liked that approach way better than these goons attacking and turning it to a comedy thing in the middle, and then him just running, and it felt really awkward. It felt out of place. But still, I would say overall, I really enjoyed watching this film, especially coming off of Tufan. It made this film more special, and I would like to explore more Paranjit's work. I have seen Kala, I really enjoyed it, but I've heard a lot about Madras, so I'll try to watch that too. The YouTube channel membership is live. You can check out different tiers and their perks. To know more, click on the join button. For latest updates, check out the community tab. So guys, that is the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up button. Share this video, let me know in the comments your thoughts. If you haven't subscribed yet, check out the videos. If you like them too, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Stay home, stay safe.